Have you ever heard of a Labubu? Because up until today, I hadn't either. They're a mix between a mischievous woodland imp and a plush toy. It's weirdly adorable. So today I'm bringing my own Labubu to life with color right in my sketchbook. I sketched it earlier and now I'm breaking out the Ohuhu alcohol-based markers and a Sharpie white felt tip pen to add some real magic. Let's start with the skin tone. I'm layering 3 shades to get that soft shadowy effect. Y120 Buttercup Yellow, E210 Brick Beige, and E220 Sand. As demonstrated, I'm using Buttercup Yellow as my lightest shade, following up with Brick Beige as my mid-tone, and then Sand as my deepest. I'm using sand in areas where you expect there to be a little bit of a shadow, and then I'm using Brick Beige to help blend the two together and reduce the look of contrast. Alright, on to the fur. This is where it starts to come to life. I'm going to be using GY173 Dim Green, G220 Lime Green, and G240 Beige Green for those bold shadows. For this method, I'm going to be applying them in a halo effect. The lightest shade goes in the middle, surrounded by the lime green, and the deep green tucks into the corners for depth. It gives the fur a lively, textured feel without being too heavy-handed. Here I'm using that same green combo to color the little heart at the center. It ties everything together. Now for the t-shirt, I'm just adding in a touch of cool gray 0 to define the folds and make the fabric feel more natural. Eyes are next. I'm filling them in with black to set a base, and then I'll add that crisp white highlight with my white Sharpie felt tip pen. Those tiny details make the character literally sparkle. Circling back to G240 beige green to add a bit of shadow around the edges of Labubu's fur, which gives it a soft glowing frame. And here I'm just using RV270 Shadow Pink to dab a little color on the cheeks. And just like that, it's done! I had such a blast sketching and coloring this Labubu. I had no idea this character even existed until just before I drew it, and now I'm kind of obsessed. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, guys. If you enjoyed this little art session, don't forget to like and subscribe. I've got more creative chaos coming soon.